Hello guys and welcome, my name is Takui from Patrick from Takuya Plays, and I want to welcome you into the extra uncommon release of the Common Deck Building. A quick reminder, Common Deck Building is a series where I try to build decks out of common cards to the type 1 of every competitive room there is. And I did last time Bangers, which was trash, like really trash. But the good news is we have some uncommons that are cheap enough to actually make up for it. The rule is simple. The uncommon cannot exceed over 5,000 coins. So let's jump right into it and hope that these cards can save the commons that are actually pretty bad, especially in one department. Let's go. At the beginning we have 2 stars, and we have an opener with Rachel. Sometimes these names are confusing, okay? 6 power, 4 damage, and only 2 stars. Sounds great. Actually too great, and it is. That's why we have the ability on Backlash -1 pill minimum for newcomers. Backlash is basically, if you win the round, you lose the pill, not the enemy, you lose the pill. And it's actually pretty balanced because of that. The cost is the cheapest uncommon in Bangers with 2,700 clints, and it's even up to League 4. It's worth playing actually. That 1 pill is not a big of a deal actually. It tickles, sure, but it's not that much of a deal. And with a card that is up to League 4, you can actually have some fun in EFC. I would definitely recommend try it out. It's a good card for the mid fight. Okay, next up is Jiro, and we see all of the tropes that an old card has, which we saw perfectly in many commons in the Bangers section. 5 power, which is small, 1 damage, which is terrible, and the ability damage +4. We have to admit here, and it's a 2-star actually, so it's actually better than Bud. You remember Bud, the trash card with 3 stars that was an all-stars? Yeah, that guy. Damn, was he trash, ain't he? But Jiro ain't no better. He has, of course, the probabilities of 7 power, but this ability just screams to be stopped, so I wouldn't recommend use it. Of course you can try him out, and he's still up to League 3, which is not that bad, but not that good either. You can consider him, but I wouldn't personally. Now we're gonna talk about 3 stars, and we have actually some cards that are good enough to fill the gap which is made by the common cards, because the common cards are mostly pretty trash. We start off with Nike. Nike is not the best 3-star in the world. Of course, he has only the ability courage +7, and it is the effect. We have such an ability because of the fact that his power is actually 7 and his damage is actually 3. A playable card, and it doesn't hurt that much losing this ability because it goes only on 2 rounds anyway. That's 1, and second, it's only +7 attack, which wouldn't do much of a difference because with the bonus you're gonna have 9 power anyway. His price is reasonable. 4 silver is actually reasonable. You can try out actually playing, why not? It's a good substitute for some commons. And the second one, Clown. You need to have that card. I don't care, it's 4,500 clints, and he's only up to League 3 like Nike. With this card you can actually do something. 5 damage, which is which can be easy trapped within the R, but still only 5 power. Who cares? You have the ability -2 power minimum 5, and with the bonus you can overcome this right away. It's perfect against attack manipulation plans. It's actually pretty good. And for beginners, that's the perfect card to start off and fill the 3-star horror gap that Bangers have. You need to have this card. I don't care what you say. It's good for you. Uncle Patrick says you need that card. you're gonna go and get that card. And now we come to the 4-star section, in which we have 3 cards. But you're not gonna use all of them. For example, Laetitia, 3700 cleanse for an unstable 4 power 6 damage card with the ability copy power enemy. Of course this could be a powerful card, don't get me wrong, if you copy 8 power or 9 even in this game, but still, it's so unreliable when you land against a card that plays on low power, that plays with attack manipulation. It's gonna cost you the game big time. And in the EFC it's only up to Choco Muscle Ring. So I don't think it's a good card for you. Don't play it, don't try it out. Ring. Of course you can. Why not? I mean, it has 6 damage, it's decent. But I don't think it's good for a beginner to play with this low and unpredictable power. But next is a better card. Next is Bubbles. People, Bubbles 6 power, 6 damage, already a good start for a 4-star. With the bonus power +2, perfect. And the ability is that he recovers pills. 1 out of 2 pills is recovered. The more pill you use, the more you recover. And he's up to League 4. He's the perfect counter for some of these nasty cards that needs to win. And you can still throw out a big amount of pill to force the enemy to overpill you. And you will get the pill back. And if he's not gonna overpill you, you will still deal that sweet 6 damage. This card is perfect for you. I don't care that it's expensive. Start with a different clan, make some money, buy these uncommons, because as you can see, many of them are just good for you all. So don't hesitate, just get it. And the last card we're gonna talk about is actually a card that you guarantee not gonna use. Slim, never mind. With power on 3, a high damage, which is 7, is where it's really rare that an actual 4-star card has 7 damage, which is pretty exceptional. The problem is his power is 3, and with the bonus is 5, understandable, and his ability has that power +4, but it's on courage again, so you can only use it in 2 rounds, plus it's predictable again. So there is a high chance the enemy is gonna stop the ability, and if not, he's gonna be prepared to DR your ass through the game. You're not gonna deal these salmon damages until you play against somebody that doesn't have SOA or DR, which is pretty hard. I wouldn't play this card, but you can try it out. And that's it. These were all the bangers that can help you in your horror adventure in common deck building. They are actually pretty cheap when it comes to uncommon. The cheapest uncommon is actually 2,500 cleanse, so it's still a good price for most of them. I would really consider playing them. So the next time we're gonna look on Uluwatu, and in the meantime I'm gonna try to give an update on the All-Stars common deck building, because surprisingly an All-Stars came out that isn't common and switches the game a little bit when it comes to certain decks. Most of y'all probably know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna see you in the next video, and remember to always stay awesome drawing your last card. See ya!